Let's discuss some real, raw, and brutal truths older men wish they knew in their 20s. These are 7 hard facts, which might not be liked by everyone. One might even think these are controversial, but they are what they are. And I'm not here to sugarcoat anything for you. If you're in your early to mid-20s, or even in your early 30s, you need to listen to this, and I'll start by discussing the first thing that you need to know that older men wish they knew in their 20s. The women in your age bracket are not appropriate for you. You'll never truly blend in with them. If you're 25 and you're looking at girls between the ages of 20 and 25, you're using the wrong approach. Let me tell you why. Different levels and ages of maturity. Girls age and mature faster than guys. They hit their peak when they're 22, while men hit their peak when they're 35. So, a 22-year-old girl is in her most beautiful years and her intimate prime. This will be the time when she will want to date successful men. This will be the time when she will want the best-looking guy, who makes the most money, and who has the highest SMV. But if you're a guy in your early 30s, and you're looking at girls who are also in their early 30s, you won't be in alignment with women in the same age group. Because women in their 30s are primarily looking to settle down. They are aware that their SMV is deteriorating. Both their appearance and their mood are not at their best. They are aware that their biological clock is running, and trust me when I say that they are always thinking about it. The horror of the biological clock. Scientifically, the pressure many people feel to get pregnant during the height of their reproductive years is described by the metaphor of the biological clock. Although the majority of people's fertility begins to decline around their mid-30s, it is still possible to become pregnant later in life, but it becomes more challenging with each passing year. As a result, I'm correct when I state that a man in his early 30s shouldn't try to date or attract a woman his own age because he has just recently begun to establish himself as financially stable. He's only just hitting his prime. Any misstep in the dating department could cost him his future because he is only beginning to create his empire. I'm going to be honest with you guys about this. And I regret not having someone explain these things to me when I was younger. Use this time for self-improvement. Please don't lose your time, energy, and resources seeking women during your prime years of life. You should make every effort to improve yourself in every way possible if you're in your early 20s or early 30s, including financially, physically, emotionally, cognitively, and socially. Make relationships with those who are working toward making a worldwide influence through their own businesses or through corporations now. These people should have large ambitions and visions and dream big. Now is the time to make an investment in your health. Eat well, exercise frequently, and maintain a healthy lifestyle so that you may be proud of your body every time you look in the mirror. Now is the moment to make an investment and diversify your sources of income so that you are never overly dependent on anyone. This is the time to read, talk to people, and develop the emotional control you'll need to deal with challenging individuals and tough situations throughout your life. You see, there are many people who enjoy making excuses and engaging in petty politics, even when they don't need to. They are the ones that ultimately incur the wrath of karma and dig themselves deeper ditches. Work hard and intelligently, learn from your mistakes, and apply what you've learned to create something for yourself. You won't regret it later if you suppress your desires now, I promise. In fact, when you're a strong, accomplished man who knows what he's doing and is settled in life as a self-assured human being, you'll attract even better women. Women aren't the purpose. So, don't be concerned about women. Create a strong foundation for yourself before looking for the woman you want to date or spend the rest of your life with. Because older ladies would never identify with you in the same way. Therefore, if a man in his early 30s truly desires a woman or just cannot resist being with one, it makes sense from a practical standpoint for him to look for a woman in her early 20s. They are both at their best. The girl is at the height of her SMV, and the male has achieved success. It's a perfect fit, unlike men in their early 20s who try to date girls their own age. These young men are unsure of who they want to be or what they want to do with their life. They are euphoric from their own hormones and want to party, have a good time, travel, or take time to learn more so they can decide what they want to pursue. I'll give you a few examples of the women that these young men approach. What these young women are advising these young males to do in order to get a little bit of tail and ask is amazing. These are lost young men. My guiding concept is to act formally yet prudently. Why? Older women can be manipulative. Because a lot of older, immature women may approach you, especially if you're in your mid-20s. They'll throw themselves at you because they know you're inexperienced, foolish, and full of fun. Women in their early 30s or even early 40s may fall within this category. These women can be divorced women, women who are too preoccupied with their careers to care for their children, or even women who are now mommies without the help of a partner. Therefore, if you are naive and wind up having a meaningful relationship with these women, you will be responsible for paying child support. Therefore, given all these years, you cannot mess things up. Better to have a couple of tough years than a tough buffet. You will be well on your way to building the life you desire if you can survive these difficult years. You can also move backward to the younger girls if you'd like. It's simple. Some individuals disagree with this formula, though. Now, that doesn't make sense. Why would a 32-year-old man desire a 20-year-old woman? Why would a 42-year-old man want a 26-year-old woman? First off, because that's how we work. The second justification is that those women support me, okay? Women my age aren't right for me because they've already enjoyed their prime. Over the past 10 years, they enjoyed themselves with friends and intimate partners. The fact that women in their own age group will want to settle down while the man will only be building up his life is possibly the most crucial argument against males between the ages of 18 and 30 pursuing women in their own age group. If things do go to a serious level, the man will eventually go to great lengths to please his partner. Too early to throw away your money and resources. This implies that he will use his hard-earned money to pay for dates, travel, rent, and other costs. He could have saved or invested this money instead of spending it. She will continue to be ungrateful because she will always expect more, regardless of how much he spends on her. Keep in mind that she's had her fun. Going around her neighborhood in her prime years had been enough for her. She is now ready to settle down. She will quickly lose interest in the man if he doesn't start taking care of her soon. She will move on to the next man who is hanging out in the shadows of her social media realm and is willing to spend money on her. Because of all of this, men are under a lot of pressure to have stable finances at a time when they should be starting their own businesses instead of paying for expensive dates and designer purses for women. The worst thing is that many men will be put in these predicaments where they will be expected to care for the needs of both the woman and her children if she has already given birth to them. In such a situation, society will fully back the woman, increasing the pressure on the guy to give up everything he desires for himself in favor of working around the clock to support the woman. Guys, make the most of these crucial years to improve yourself, become independent, self-assured, and confident in your own abilities. Be considerate. Raising your levels of tolerance and patience will help you avoid blaming others for even the smallest problems. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.